Hello, grade 10. I am Teacher Kai and I will be your science teacher for this school year. And for this video, I will be going to discuss to you your module quarter 1 from week 1 to week 3. And this includes the distribution of active volcanoes, earthquake epicenters, and major mountain belts. Now let's explore. So in this lesson, we will explore the one thing that explains the features and movement of the Earth's surface in the present and in the past. Plate tectonics. So in this lesson, we will learn about plate tectonics based on active volcanoes, earthquake epicenters, and mountain ranges. But before that, let us have an activity. I have a challenge for you. It's activity time. So in this activity, we will be needing the materials. And those materials are a piece of paper and a pen. The rules of this challenge, I will give you 3 hints. There will be 5 levels in order for you to get a gold coin. And that gold coin contains 2 points. And that 2 points will go to your participation grade. Okay, so this is graded recitation also. And then for every level, I will show you the mystery word with some missing letters. And finally, you will write your correct answer on a piece of paper. You only have 5 seconds to write your answers on a piece of paper. Are you ready? Let's begin. Level 1. These are the hints. Location, above the focus, earthquake. What is the mystery word? Time's up. Good job. Epicenter. What is an epicenter? The epicenter is the part of the Earth's surface directly above the focus of an earthquake. So look at the illustration. As you can see, this is the focus where the fault occurs, and above the surface of the Earth is the epicenter. Good job. Now let's go to the next level. Level 2. These are the hints. Landform, steep slopes, larger than hills. What is a mystery word? Time's up. The mystery word is mountain. A mountain is a landmass that projects above its surroundings and is higher than a hill. Level 3. Hints. Instrument. Detect and measure intensity. Record earthquakes. What is the mystery word? Time's up. Good. The mystery word is seismograph. A seismograph is an apparatus to measure and record vibrations within the earth and off the ground. Next level, level 4. These are the hints. Violent shaking, destruction, movements within the Earth's crust. What is a mystery word? Time's up. Very good. Earthquake. An earthquake is a shaking of the earth that is volcanic or tectonic in origin. Final wave, level 5. These are the hints. Opening, Earth's crust, molten rocks. What is the Mr. word? Time's up. Great job. It's volcano. A volcano on Earth is a vent or fissure in the planet's crust through which lava, ash, rock, and gases erupt. Amazing job, grade 10. Okay, so now I have here a question. What are the words that you can still remember from your activity? Okay, so we have 5 special words. And those are epicenter, mountain, seismograph, volcano, and earthquake. So these are the words that are very important in this lesson. So as we go along in our discussion, we will encounter these words. So I want you to remember and be familiar with these words. Now let's discuss about the distribution of active volcanoes. So I have here a question. Where are most of the volcanoes in the world located? So we will encounter and we will know where are the most of the volcanoes in the world located. Okay, so now let's start discussing. So this is the map of 2001 to 2015 of all the earthquakes. Okay, so depende yung color and yung laki ng earthquake. So nandito yung Philippines. Sabi nila, halos araw-araw ay lumilindol sa Pilipinas, pero masyadong mahina kaya hindi natin nararamdaman. Next, i-remove naman natin yung mahihinang lindol. So nakikita nyo, yung malalakas na lindol na lang. Nakikita nyo na ba yung Philippines? Ayan. So nandito ang Philippines. So ito naman yung record ng lindol ng 2017 lang. Nandito yung Pilipinas. Hindi siya nakikita kasi natatabunan siya ng markers, no? So ano bang ibig sabihin yan? Hindi basta-basta lumilindol kung saan-saan. Base sa records ng mapa, may lugar talaga na lumilindol or nililindol at may mga lugar na hindi tinatamaan ng lindol. So silipin naman natin yung distribution ng volcanoes sa mapa. Yung pulang tuldok na yan yung mga epicenters or gitna ng earthquakes. And yung itim na triangles ay mga volcanoes. So hanapin yung Philippines. Iyan. So nandito yung Philippines. May nakikita ba kayong pattern sa mapa? So kung titingnan nyo mabuti, kung saan may lindol, palaging may katabing bulkan. So sa tingin nyo ba may kinalaman ng bulkan sa mga lindol? Teka lang ma'am, bakit dito sa mga oceans? Wala namang volcanoes pero may mga pulang tuldok. Walang bulkan dyan kasi hindi pa natin na-explore yung ilalim ng karagatan. So hindi pa natin alam kung meron o wala. Pero pag may technology na kaya nang silipin yung sahig ng karagatan o yung pinakailalim ng ocean na yan, panigurado, may makikita tayong bulkan dyan. Anyways, mag-focus naman tayo dun sa mga pinakamaraming volcanoes and earthquakes. Kung makikita niyo yung mapa, ayan, panay lindol at napapaligiran din ng volcanoes. Ayan, nakikita niyo yan. Ang tawag dyan ay Pacific Ring of Fire. Pero, as you can see, parang hindi naman siya ring, di ba? Parang hugis pusa siya or hugis bear. Pero, ayan, yun ay tinatawag nating Pacific Ring of Fire. Now, take a look at this. So, andyan yung Pilipinas. Yan yung Ring of Fire. So, yan ang reason kung bakit marami tayong volcanoes dito sa Philippines. So, ano naman ang meron sa Pacific Ring of Fire? At bakit maraming volcanoes at laging lumilindol? So, yan, makikita nyo, that's the boundary of the Pacific Plate. So, kung nalimutan nyo na kung ano yung Pacific Plate, let us review, no? So, nung elementary, alam natin na may crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core layer of the Earth. And then yung outer niya is crust. And yung crust na yan, hindi yan perfect. Parang basag na itlog. Ayan, may mga piraso ng plates na nandyan. Ang tawag dyan is tectonic plates. Ayan yung mapa ng tectonic plates. Nakikita nyo yung Pacific Ring of Fire, nandun siya sa Pacific Plate. Kaya siya tinawag na Pacific Plate because of the Pacific Ocean. Ayan, katulad ng puzzle sa jigsaw, meron silang boundaries. Kumbaga sa itlog, meron silang crack. Ayan, kaya niyan, yung nasa white na nasa pagitan, yan ang boundary. Ganon din sa tectonic plates. Ang tawag sa mga boundary na yon ay plate boundary. Okay? Now look at the map. This is the map of active volcanoes in the world. So as you can see here, very familiar na tayo sa Ring of Fire or Pacific Ring of Fire. So ito yon. So as you can see here, the areas shaded with red are places on Earth where the most number of active volcanoes are located. So makikita nyo, this is the Ring of Fire. At dyan, makikita natin yung mga active volcanoes. So nakikita nyo ba yung Philippines here? Ito, nandito yung Philippines. And as you have noticed, meron siyang dalawang most active volcano. So those are the most active volcanoes. We have two. And those are Mount Pinatubo and Mount Mayon. So sila yung pinaka-active dito sa Philippines. Alright? So now let's go with earthquake epicenters. So how do we locate the epicenter of an earthquake? So paano natin malalaman saan ba yung epicenter or yung gitna ng earthquake? Okay? So now let us have a look of these terms. So first, we have an earthquake. So what is an earthquake? An earthquake is a shaking of the earth that is volcanic or tectonic in origin. So, meaning to say, ito yung paggalaw ng mundo. No? Let us watch the video so that we will understand what is an earthquake and how the earthquake moves the earth. Okay, so as you can see in the video, there is an intense quake, no, shaking of the ground. So that is an earthquake. Okay, now let's be more focused on this word, epicenter. So what is an epicenter? So this is the part of the Earth's surface directly above the focus of an earthquake. So this is the focus or hypocenter. And directly above the focus, this is what we called as the epicenter. Okay, so yan, nagre-release ng energy into the crust so that the Earth's crust will move. So kaya nagkakaroon ng earthquake because of the energy released underneath, no, underneath the ground. And that energy is what we call as seismic wave. Okay, so what is a seismic waves? So seismic waves, and seismic waves are the several shaking movements sent out by an earthquake. So these are the shock waves that can be observed as Earth's traumas. So as you can see here in the video, the energy released of an earthquake and the shaking, the shock waves that can be observed and can be done by an earthquake in the on the earth like this. Diba? May mga kaya nade-destroy yan because of the intensity of that earthquake. So dyan, makita nyo meron tayong waves, right? So that what we call as seismic waves. And sa seismic waves, meron tayong tinatawag na P waves and S waves. P waves or primary waves are those waves na nauuna na ma-release ng earthquake. And those S waves, which means secondary waves, those are the second waves. As per the name itself, secondary. So secondary waves, those are the second waves that may incur or may released by the earthquake. So kung makikita nyo dito sa illustration, kapag P wave or primary wave, it's forward, no? Up, forward lang, forward. And kapag sa S wave or secondary wave, nakikita nyo nagwe-wave siya pa ganon. So nagpo-form siya ng wavy form, no? Okay, so now let's go with the learning task 1 of your module. So go to your module. And we will be going to discuss about your learning task 1. So note, no, gumamit ako ng ibang hypothetical records, for example only. Okay? So kung makikita nyo dito, hindi ito yung nasa module nyo na given. Ha? Baka kopyahin nyo lang. Hindi yan. So sa itong given na to ay ginawa lang natin for sample purposes. Okay? So now let's have the materials needed. Of course, in learning task, we have materials. So you have to prepare these materials. The first one is, ito na yon, hypothetical records of earthquake waves. Then you have to prepare your Philippine map. Ayan. And then drawing compass and ruler. And also marking pens. So 3 different colors. Or maybe 1 kung wala man, diba? Okay, so now that we are done with the materials needed, let us go with the procedure. So the first procedure here, sabi, study the data showing the difference in the arrival time of P wave and S wave on 3 seismic recording stations. So we have 3 stations. I have here Cavite, Virac, and Vigan. Pero sa module nyo, syempre iba yan. Okay, so example lang to. So the first procedure, compute the distance of the epicenter from each of the stations using the formula D, or distance is equals to time difference times 100 kilometer divided by 8 seconds, where D equals to distance and TD time difference in the arrival time of P wave and S wave seconds. Okay, so this formula is suited because 8 seconds is the interval between the times of arrivals of the P wave and S wave at a distance of 100 kilometers. So ang gagamitin natin na formula is this. D is equals to TD times 100 kilometer divided by 8 seconds. So let's try. Punta muna tayo kay Cavite. So sa Cavite, we have time difference in the arrival of time of P wave and S wave. So write muna natin yung formula. So D is equals to time difference times 100 kilometer over 8 seconds. So now let's substitute. Yung 28, which is the time difference, ay isa-substitute natin. So 28 seconds times 100 kilometer divide 8 seconds. Now let us compute. So same sila ng units, seconds, cancel. So 28 times 100 divided by 8, how many? Okay, 350 kilometers. Okay, so now let's go with the second station, which is Verac. Okay, so Verac, so we have to substitute 40 sa time difference and then compute 40. We have to cancel the same units. So 40 times 100 divide 8. So 500 kilometer per second. So you have to copy the unit, remaining unit. Okay, now let's go to the third station, Vigan. So in Vigan, we have time difference of 20. So let's substitute and compute. So we come up with a distance of 250 kilometers. All right, so we're done with the first procedure. Now let's go with the second. So let's complete the table first. So distance of epicenter from station, sa Cavite 350, sa Verac 500, and Vigan we have 250 kilometers. All right, so now let's go with the second and third. Now you have to refer to this video. So I will be going to show you the example of how you do the procedure number 2 and number 3. Okay, using triangular method. See you on my video.